Hi, my name is Ian and I'm the Chief Executive at Spectrum.
And I'm Jenny. I also work at Spectrum and I'm the User-Led Organisation Information Officer.
It's great that you're thinking about setting up a user-led organisation, or ULO for short. This film is to help you make sense of things and to get started on the right track. At the end of each chapter there's a couple of exercises to do. There is also a list of resources accompanying this film where you can get more help and information.
All organisations are different, but it's useful to see what others have learned. We will be looking at 3 user-led organisations who have recently started up. Let's hear from Lise, Rachel and Rich.
My name is Lise Marin and the name of the organisation is Capable Creatures. Currently we hold peer support dog walks for people with mental health conditions. In the future, my long-term goal is to be able to help people with mental health conditions train their own guides for the mind assistant dogs.
My name's Rachel Harrison and I'm the chair of a user-led co-op called Disabled People's Voice. I realised that there were other groups in other local towns, but no one was talking to one another and there was no Hampshire-wide group joining people together to tackle issues.
My name is Richard Leperp and I'm the Director stroke General Manager of Green Buttercup Community Interest Company. Our organisation started off some 5 years ago as just a little idea. We were doing art projects, we were working on the festival circuit, actually doing workshops for children and young people for visiting clients.
We will also be featuring Jerry and Bernie, who are advisors at Spectrum. They've worked with a number of user-led organisations at startup and beyond and agree that now is a good time to start.
I think it's always a good time to start up a user-led organisation. I think it's never been easy for disabled people. I mean, if you think of the history of Spectrum and you know, going back to when all user-led organisations started 30 years ago, disabled people had nothing. We were discriminated against. We weren't expected to achieve or have ideas or get together or just be as individuals. And we got together and we found strength in unity. Now that was 30 years ago when we had nothing. And if you compare that with what's going on today, you know, we have fought very hard for all of those rights collectively, and that's what user-led organisations are very good at doing. So I think it's always a good time.
We live in difficult times now more than ever, but I've learnt over time, and it would have been useful to know at the beginning, that behind every threat there's very often an opportunity as well. So when somebody thinks that, oh, this is all terrible, somebody else will be spotting an opportunity. So the trick is to try and make sure that that's you. So just look for the positives and you'll stay on the right track. Spectrum is one of the oldest user-led organisations in the country. It's always been part of our mission not just to grow ourselves but to grow the user-led movement in general.